Hi. Have you ever asked yourself this question? Is there a easier or faster, or maybe a proven way to have greater business and career success even in difficult times? Hi, Ken Billingsley here, founder and president of the Revenue Growth Company. Welcome to Module 1, The Greatest Secret to Business and Career Success. This is our E2M course, e-learning platform. The challenge, if you're like most people in business today, is that you're maybe under a tremendous pressure to produce greater results. You might be stressed out that you've got to hit what might seem like impossible targets or numbers. You might even be having sleepless nights trying to produce that next level of achievement when everything in business is more difficult than ever. Now, to make things even worse is that to try to accomplish these goals, what we hear from most people is that they're time starved. They just can't take on anymore. They may not have any money, or the budgets are really tight. And in many cases, they're operating with fewer resources, maybe fewer headcount because they can't hire people than ever before. And so it just seems like things are impossible. What makes this all really challenging and why things are not going to change is because the strategies, the methods and means that used to help people have great business and career success don't work anymore. Matter of fact, in many cases, some of these strategies actually can sabotage your career or business. Things such as work smarter, not harder. You're still working. The customer is always right. Well, gosh, in many cases, the customer has no clue. Sorry. The other thing is, earn a higher degree, go back to college, get a MBA, get a PhD. Well, there are a lot of people today that are unemployed that have higher education. Those are the challenges. Those are the problems. And the question becomes, is there a better approach? Is there an approach that really works in difficult and stressful times? And so over the last 20 years, I've run high-intensity business transformation programs. So we've had thousands of CEOs, business leaders, entrepreneurs, employees in our programs representing millions of employees. And one of the questions I had is, looking back, were there certain patterns of success? And the question became, why is a certain group, a small fraction of 1%, why are they having success on levels that no one else is? Why or how are they achieving jaw-dropping performance? And in many cases, how are they becoming embarrassingly rich? So I analyzed thousands of client meeting session notes. I looked back through so many points of where I've written out ahas that clients had had in our programs, helping to transform their businesses. And here's the good news. Here's the good news for you, and I hope you're excited about this. What was interesting is, in many cases, these people achieve these jaw-dropping results. They weren't really working any harder than anybody else. In addition, their companies didn't really offer superior products and services. In many cases, they were good, but not great. And that's a great mistake, is that business leaders spend far too much time, resources, and energy trying to create the perfect product, the perfect service. In many cases, the product and service is good enough. You just need to learn how to monetize the value and what you're going to learn in this module. The other thing that's exciting is what you're going to learn here is that it applies to all type and size companies, whether you're brick and mortar or cyber, whether you're profit or nonprofit. It doesn't matter whether you're a startup or you're a large corporation. This applies to where you are right now, what size and type company you are. In addition, something that's also I think you'll find exciting is the fact that what you're going to learn applies to whether you're running the company, you're the CEO, you're a business leader, you're a supervisor, manager, or you're an individual performer. It doesn't matter. What I'm excited about is the fact that we can package up so much content in so many different modalities and put it in a very affordable package that's self-paced, that you can use as part of being in a team, or you can use on an individual basis. The other key is it does help everybody, no matter what level you are inside a firm. There are CEOs that have made tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars learning and understanding these principles. And there's employees that have fast-tracked, increased their salaries, and also gotten much better assignments. So there's really excitement. So let me introduce to you, this is Module 1. Module 1 in our E2M e-learning platform is the greatest secret to business and career success. Now, I know you're curious and say, well, what is that? Let me go ahead and give you a little bit of that because I want you to know up front what this is all about and what you're going to get. It's a different way of thinking. It's a different way of feeling. It's a different way of executing inside your business and for your career. That was the aha, was this small fraction of 1% saw the world differently. They reacted differently. They learned to interpret and frame things in a unique way that they didn't have to work harder. They didn't have to work smarter. In some cases, the company had success just overnight. Sometimes in a single meeting could generate millions and millions of dollars that they didn't expect. There's about 14 topics that I'm going to cover. And as I mentioned about modalities, this is really cool. You're going to be watching, you're going to be reading, you're going to be learning, observing, you're going to be experiencing all different ways to interpret the material, because it's really important when you are learning new complex concepts. The more and different ways that you can learn them and apply them, the faster you can own them, live them, and implement them inside your company. Okay, so what should you do now? What are the action steps? Well, the first thing is go ahead and get enrolled in Module 1. Go ahead and sign up. The second thing is make sure that you have a book or order a book. Many of the candidates in our beta test said that although they had the ebook or they had the audio version, they really enjoyed having the hardbound copy so they could take notes and put tabs and dog ear different pages. So I encourage you to get that. If there's a reprint necessary, it could take a week or two to get a copy. So go ahead and order that now and have it ready. Start reading it, start listening, start preparing for the course. Another thing that's real important that was shared to us by people that have gone through the program is they said you need to schedule the time. Make sure you have 1 to 2 hours set aside each day or every other day. Don't let this linger out. If you're waiting for the perfect time, or if you're waiting for time to open up to get this done, it'll never happen. The weeks, months, years go by, and you'll be stuck where you are today. And finally, the most important thing. Now, this module, this e-course is all about helping you achieve higher levels of success in your business and your career and helping you make a lot more money. Money's not the goal, and it shouldn't be the main objective. What should be is the value that you bring to your company, the value that your company brings to its employees, the customers, and the community. Let the money be the byproduct. Let the money be the results of what you've accomplished and what you've brought to the table. Enjoy Module 1.